all praise to Creator, peace and love. So I just want to clarify something. So the Atlanteans, they did call us the Atlanteans, but it wasn't the Atlanteans of Antarctica. It wasn't that. We were called the Atlanteans of Mecca. Mecca is actually what it was called before to Island, and then they got all these other names because those are names that were given. Remember when they, when we failed, they came up with all types of names for us, and we were prescribing to a lot of names. I'm not telling you to call yourself that because I already said before that you shouldn't call yourself Hebrew, you shouldn't call yourself an Israelite, you shouldn't call yourself anything like that because those are the names that they gave us. So in other words, the Creator never even called us that. We are light beings. We are energy. Energy cannot be created. Energy is produced. So that would mean that the Creator is also energy, and the Creator produced us, so we are His children. We are light beings that are stuck in these bodies. This body, yes, indeed, was a trap. In fact, that people had to agree to take part of some type of reality. I know we got attacked, but I know it's more deeper than that because I went over this a good amount of times. And basically, everything you see that's around you is made of the stuff you're made out of, and without you, it couldn't have been made. Just being honest, there's a reason. Y'all think they hop body parts of other people just for healing purposes? No, it's to make shit, discover shit, and they're still trying to figure us out. And it was also to figure out how to be what they call the invisible man. They're calling the Creator the invisible man. That's what they're calling it, the invisible man. But the Creator, of course, is the spirit, and the Creator's energy. So what's the best thing if you can't beat the Creator who is energy? You attack His children who are also energy. The Creator said, I regret making man. He wasn't talking about us because we are energy. We're light beings. He regretted making who's man? The Nephilim giants. They were all man. And mankind is the thing they created. So I know I may not go over stuff. Well, actually, I go over stuff and I thoroughly break it down. And then sometimes I show a video. And the reason I just do that is because I figured after I did a thorough breakdown, the ones who were interested already saw the videos. And of course, I show you the footage as well. Then you would already know what I'm talking about. So this is just for those who didn't understand. But again, regardless of the stuff that they called us, I wouldn't call myself that. Remedy H makes mistakes of calling us the Antarctic Atlanteans. That's where he messed up. If he says the Mecca Atlanteans, he'd be right, which stands for America. M-A-R-K-K-K-A, Mecca. Okay, we were calling this place Tiller Island. So, you got to go very deep. I understand all this. Like, I know my class is a class for people. It's for advanced teachers, but you can still benefit from this class. Just know a lot of things that I say to you. There's some things you're simply not going to get. If you don't get it, you ask me, politely explain it to you. I will. All right, and and if you research anything that I have told you and sold you and proved, because I always do that, you will find out yourself that I am 100% correct. All right, and everybody's researched anything that I've said, you find out I'm correct. I even hear people say that, oh, Mr. News is the truth. I don't say I'm the truth. I have the truth because the Creator's given it to me. The Creator taught me everything I know. Before the Creator, I wasn't no shit. So, if I tell you something, and I'm telling you to do the research, you better go do that research because I already know what I'm telling you is correct. The reason I tell you to do the research because I know in some cases, no matter what I tell you, you're not going to believe me because you just don't know enough. Everybody's on different levels. You're just on a level way, way, way beneath me. You're not the level that I'm on. But that's okay. We are all a piece of the puzzle. The good thing is all the teachers that I told teach, except for one, and that I break the stuff down to. And that one, I don't talk to at all. Obviously, I don't have any contact with them. Brother Whitehead, it is what it is. But everybody else gets this stuff. I explain on the phone to them and stuff like that. And a lot of teachers that are teaching. Hey, let me put it this way: those of you who've been watching for the last 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years, if you've been paying attention to 90% of my lessons, you know more than 95% of people out there. And I know teachers now that I've been running across a lot of Facebook teachers. And they know some things, but most of my classroom, I say about 80% of the people that's been watching for 13 years, been watching for that long, some for 10 years, you know more than them. And just being honest. And this is why I say a lot of times people can't even have a conversation with me. A lot of times it seems that I end up telling them stuff they don't know. And I'm not trying to teach it from talking to somebody, but having a conversation, just sharing information as you guys already know, like we do on the phone all the time. But the ones who don't know, because they have a lot to learn, and they're not babies in this truth, but they're children in this truth. They have a lot to learn. They are way behind. There are a lot of stuff they're not going to get it, and it's a waste of my time to explain so many things to them because they're going to assume that I'm lying when I'm telling the truth when the Creator's taught me, and I proved everything over to y'all at least 3 or 4 times over. Plenty of times because the Creator had me do it, and every time I did a lesson about something I'd done over, I just went a little more deeper for y'all because the Creator wanted me to. Okay, y'all have also known I held back a lot occasionally from time to time, and a couple of you have always said, no, don't hold back, and I've done that because some people, when they watch this, they don't get it, and I've actually got phone calls from my other teachers say, you gotta explain this, and I do a whole separate lesson on it, because some people wouldn't get it, and I see some of the teachers that teach stuff now. I see people not getting what they're talking about. I get it, I understand it. And so just know, people, you have a lot to learn. And I'm going to be honest, the ones that are most knowledgeable are 144,000. There's some few of you that are 144,000, but you have not came into a lot of knowledge yet, and you need to pick up the pace. Just being honest. You haven't even came to the fact that you're actually 104,000. You have no idea, you're totally clueless. Even if somebody tells you, you're denied because you have no idea who you are. And it's pretty sad. And when you're dealing with somebody that's 104,000, know that we're not going to be caught up in the feelings. We're not worried about a lot of shit. We're totally detached from this place. We just have a job to do. And really our job is to get folks to the wilderness, help build shit, and then, eventually, from what the book says, unless that book is wrong, they're supposed to catch us. Not y'all that get there, that 144. And some of us, not all of us, but they are going to be looking to cut our heads off with guillotine. They already know we ain't going to take down. And we got the big mouse information. They're just going to cut our heads off. They're not going to ask us no questions. Chop off with the head. And then we're going to have to go to the Creator, where we come from with the energy, the source, the force is with you. And then we're going to deal with the Creator. And the Creator is going to give us a ridiculous, crazy body ready for war. A glorified body ready for war. The ones down here that don't get killed, your body will be changed. And you will have a very nice body. You have powers. But it ain't going to... If you're 1-4, you still get a good amount of power. That should be fine. But if you're the average person, you still have a nice, decent body. You have a better body you have now. That's a damn sure. You have some abilities, but it's not going to be nowhere near the 144,000. 140,000 has about 60 different powers. Okay? So if you have any questions, just call me, ask me, and I don't mind explaining stuff. If you ask me. But know that if I tell you something, it's something to look it up. I'm not going to be jumping hoops to help folks figure out where something's at, especially if I do a lot of... If you haven't watched a while, I do 10, 11, 12 lessons a day. That's a lot of teaching. Trust me, if I talk to you, I'm not in the teaching mood. I will talk to you, we can bounce stuff off each other, but I'm looking for you to go research it. And I will say it again, like I always says, anything I tell you, I beg you to go research it. Please do. And I say that kind of, you're going to find out that Mr. News, 100% right, like everybody else has. All right? So, and if I even bother to tell you, give you a hint of where it's at, consider yourself lucky if it's just a regular conversation, not that you're teaching, it's a regular conversation. then you might want to go do the research. Plus, the Creator said it is that what? Privilege for a king to search out the Most High secrets. You should sit that on and should be happy if somebody tell you to go research it, not get mad. And if you are getting mad if somebody tell you to go research, that just shows that you have some pride. Let go of pride. You know, the funny thing is nobody taught me shit but the Creator. I asked the Creator to teach me. The Creator taught me everything. And all it took was me was to hone myself and realize I couldn't get anything without the Creator. That's why I tell everybody, ask the Creator to teach you. But the problem is, most folks aren't doing it. Most folks want you to show them where switch is at, and they do want you to hold their hand. And teachers that come to a certain level like I have, we don't like that. We want you to research it. And that's the way the Creator made us. And once you get a certain way that the Creator made you, trust me, you don't change. I don't change, and I'm not going to change. I have no reason to change. I'm the way the Creator made me. I'm looking to get ready for war on these demons. I'm looking for my spiritual, I know I say a little bit. I'm looking to get all my spiritual bill 100%, and I'm looking to protect the people I got to protect and to get the folks in the wilderness and help those as fast as possible, make it self-sufficient, and to get rid of these demons when the time is ready. Period. We are the old bones, 144. And we gotta protect the people. Peace and love. Gotta go. Oh, before I do go, praise our Creator and nobody else, who is a spirit, not man or woman, and has no body. I love saying that. Peace and love.